Hey, what's up guys? My name is JabsSkyWalker, but you can call me Jabs. First off, just want to say, hope everyone has had a good holiday weekend. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everything is going well for you. Know it's been a while since I put a video on the channel, but welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ramattra, guys, just kind of going over the trailer. I have not seen the trailer firsthand, so this will be my first time watching the trailer live with you guys. I know I'm like a day late, but I did want to give my first impressions just based off what I see in the trailer, and then we'll have a discussion as to, you know, where I think Ramattra will fit into the meta and stuff like that. Especially being a tank main, I feel like I probably should kind of talk about Ramattra a little bit. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video and let's see what the gameplay trailer for Ramattra looks like. Alright, first off, I just want to say Ramattra looks freaking dope. Like the design, look at that. Like, look at that. Let's rewind a little bit. Like, look at that. That is just sick. I love that. I think it's really cool, and I do like the way he sounds already. Yeah, nothing but good things right here. I like this kind of like scarf design, or kind of like, I don't know what this is exactly, but I like this. Like, without this, I feel like, you know, like, just take this away for a second, I feel like Ramattra wouldn't look as cool if he didn't have this part on his design. So very good idea by the designers to kind of add this finishing touch here. I just think he looks dope so far. Okay, so he has a barrier. He has a barrier, guys. Look at this. That? Okay. That's a pretty cool barrier. Oop, did not mean to click out of that. That is a pretty cool barrier, actually. I like that you can, like, place it somewhere first, then have it come up. And what I mean by that is, you know, like, basically, since that is going to be in place already, your teammates will know where you're putting a barrier, where you're going to block. I'm thinking they can see, you know, that part, but maybe not. Maybe they can't see where you're going to put the barrier up. But, you know, time will tell as we play the game when Ramattra is added to the roster, guys. But I do like this shield. I like the fact that he has a shield. So, number one, Ramattra does have a shield. We can confirm that. Well, what is that? Wait a second here. Wait a second. Okay, so it's like some type of vortex that does damage. I'm assuming that's going to be like his main damaging projectile move on the side of his shield. You know, like how Reinhardt has the fire strike, of course, you know. So I think that's going to be like his main damaging projectile move is what I'm guessing. And it looks like it's going to be like a vortex. That's what it appears to be, that does damage over time. And I'm thinking you can escape it. You have to be able to escape it, I think, you know. So that's what this looks like here, guys. It actually looks pretty cool. A bit of a different move that we're used to in Overwatch. You know, we haven't had a lot of like vortex abilities like being released for like the heroes. Okay, straight up, that is sick. You know who this reminds me of? It reminds me of freaking. Oh man, I don't know why I'm blanking on the dude, the demon's name. But you know, the one who fought Rengoku. You know, yeah. I think it's Asura. I don't know why I'm blanking. I swear I like Demon Slayer. I just can't think of his name right now. But that's what that reminded me of. You know, the air punches. You know that he does. So that is pretty cool looking, guys. This, from this to this, like both designs are just A1. Like they really knew what they were doing when it came to designing a character. So I really like that. And the fact that you can block in that form is also OP. Like, I don't know if it works like a Black Panther suit. Like, you know, the more damage taken in, the more you can dish out. I'm not sure. But it looks pretty awesome. I love it. I think this is going to be a great tank addition to the roster. So just in terms of this, right off the bat, guys, just based off the initial shield and the vortex ability, I think Ramattra can be a good tank to maybe even replace like a Reinhardt or Sigma. I could see him replacing Sigma too. Maybe not replacing, but you know what I mean. Like, he would be a good option to pick besides Sigma, and you can still kind of deal with the same scenarios. You know, do you need to have a shield? Do you need to do a good amount of damage? I think I haven't seen, so I don't know what his like neutral projectile is. I don't know if it was the thing we saw earlier or if that's one of his abilities, but that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, let's continue on here. Okay, so that just answered my question. So he shoots from the staff. So he shoots from his wizard staff, his Gandalf's the great staff. So that is what he's basically using for his projectiles, which I think is pretty cool looking. Okay, so that is a form you must be able to change in and out from, guys. So I thought that was his ult, but no. So it appears to be that Ramattra can change at will, change form at will, which is very cool. Just going into this blind, you know, some of you guys may already notice, you know, because this trailer is a day old and you probably saw some information, but, you know, just for me going into it blind, that's what I'm thinking it is. I'm pretty sure I'm right. And what we just saw there is his ult, and it just seems to be like a big damage over time type of thing. So he seems to be a damage over time character, you know, sort of like Junker Queen. So I think he's going to be a great addition, and honestly might be one of the top tanks. We'll see if he can take on a Zarya easy, because he does a lot of damage, it looks like, but of course doing a lot of damage is good for you know, Zarya player. You know, they want to take in a lot of damage, but it appears he does the same thing with his block. So I'm very curious to see how Ramattra will fit into rosters. Whew. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I am very much looking forward to having Ramattra in the game. Like I said, I think he's going to be a good pick. Maybe, I think he will more than likely counter probably like a Reinhardt. He's going to counter... I would say, honestly, he could counter Zarya. He could. It depends on the situation, you know. Counters to him, Who do I think may counter him? I feel like someone like Winston. Winston like counters like most of the heroes, so I think Winston would be good to play against a Ramattra. I think a Diva might be good. But we'll see. I don't know, like, you know, how quick he moves, you know, what his projectiles are like and stuff like that. But just based off that, maybe an Orisa might counter him, because the Vortex, I mean, she could just move out of it. And then you got his other form where he's kind of like punching stuff, but she can just kind of like move her javelin to block that. Who knows? Maybe her javelin might hit him out of the form. I have no idea, but time will tell when Ramattra joins the roster, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this new gameplay trailer with me for the first time. If you've seen it for the first time with me, then tell me your first impressions of Ramattra. Tell me if you're excited, not excited to see him in the game. And tell me who your favorite tank is at the moment, and who you think he will counter, or who you think you know, would be a good pick against Ramattra. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope the best of your todays are the worst of your tomorrows. Peace.